she taps on her mouth just to show us that she's talking about her teeth and her mouth. And we taught her to use the sign for medicine, which is like this. And she just comes to us now without any hesitation. She just tells us she's in pain and she needs medicine. And we give it to her, and she's off and playing again without hardly missing a beat.
Wash, wash, wash. Yeah. You want more soap?
With signing, before they're able to talk, we really understand what she wants.
A growing number of hearing parents and babies are communicating by using sign language. Early childhood development researcher Joseph Garcia teaches babies the American Sign Language system. This helps them to express basic wants with simple signing gestures.
American Sign Language is the accepted standard across the nation. You don't need to learn all of ASL. Only a few 10 or 20 gestures opens up an enormous world of communication between you and your baby.
Repetition is important. Garcia says while talking to your child, teach the gestures for a keyword such as more. Through daily use, your baby will associate the sign more with its meaning and produce the sign when it wants more of something. This baby is signing eat. His mother understands and gives him a snack. According to Garcia, babies as young as 8 months old can learn to sign. This means no more frustrating communication barrier for hearing parents and babies because now they understand each other.
She doesn't have just the one response of crying and then you trying to figure out what particular thing she's crying for.
And just as crawling stimulates walking, recent studies show signing babies speak sooner and have a larger vocabulary than babies who don't sign.
There's a bird airplane in this book.
You want more?
Hearing parents and babies can talk to each other by using sign language.
She doesn't have just the one response of crying and then you trying to figure out what particular thing she's crying for.
And parents say babies are less fussy when they're understood.
Parents in the Piedmont have discovered a way to communicate with their babies before they can actually talk. They're using American Sign Language. News 2's Dina Martin shows us how this amazing program works.
Finn, can you do the sign for Cookie?
17-month-old Finn can tell his parents when he's hungry.
Can you say please? Please.
Then, 3 months later,
we're able to recognize how communicative he is and how observant he is. He may see a picture of a horse somewhere and he starts doing the sign for horse. And I look around and think, what is he talking about? There's no horse here. And then I realize that he's seeing a picture of a horse.
Should we eat milk?
Dr. Joseph Garcia is teaching this method to children at today's child daycare in Winston-Salem. He says he began researching early sign language in the late 80s after watching his friends' young children communicate with their deaf parents.
So I decided to study this to see how soon a child had enough cognitive ability, memory, and dexterity to facilitate that two-way communication.
Garcia says he found children as early as 8 months old would begin expressing themselves through gestures, movements, and tears.
We don't teach finger spelling. The idea is you use a conceptual sign like milk if you're hungry.
Garcia says the communication between parent and child is what this method is all about.
It's that discovery process that empowers your child and gives them that self-esteem, makes them more gregarious, and helps them face the challenges of life.
What's the sign for pig? That's good.
So far, Garcia's method has helped Finn and his parents get through some of life's early dilemmas.
We've seen him, before he starts to cry, show the sign for hurt, and then we can ask him, well, what hurts? And he can point to it, and he's pointed to his foot before, and we've taken his shoe off and found that his sock is wrinkled up or something like that, without crying.
In Winston-Salem, Dina Martin, News 2.